All right, in this video we're going to look at our 45, 45, 90 triangles. So we're not going to use the x root 3, 2x. This time, if you remember what our triangle looked like from the intro video, here's a right triangle, and you've got your 45-degree angles on the inside. Your two sides are x, and then your hypotenuse is an x square root of 2. All right, so follow the same process as the 30, 60, 90 triangles. Go ahead and label your sides. So you've got x, and then the hypotenuse is x square root of 2. Then you put in your equal sign. So in this case, we know that x equals 2. Then you go around your triangle and you plug that back in. So this side of just x is now a 2. Our hypotenuse, x root 2, is 2 square root of 2. And then that 2 is the side we already knew. Done with that one. All right, next one. Let's go ahead and label our triangle. X are the two legs. X square root of 2 is the hypotenuse. Put in your equal sign. That gives us x equals 5, already solved, so you go back and you plug it in. This other side length is 5, and our hypotenuse is 5 square root of 2. All right, we are on a roll. Label your 45, 45, 90, x square root of 2. Put in your equal sign. Bring down that equation. 6 square root of 2 equals x square root of 2. Divide both sides by the square root of 2 to get the x alone. Looks like it cancels on both sides, which is nice, leaving us with x equal to 6. So then you go around your triangle and you plug in a 6 for the x. So that side length is 6. This side length is 6, and we already knew the hypotenuse. All right, here's our last slide of the video and of the chapter. So, label your triangle. Your two legs are x's. Your hypotenuse is an x square root of 2. Put in your equal sign. It's going to go between those. So we have x square root of 2 is equal to 3 square root of 2. Solve for x by dividing by the square root of 2. Cancels on both sides, so x equals 3. Then go back to your triangle and plug in a 3. So we know this side length is 3 and this side length is 3. And then there's our hypotenuse. All right. Here's another 45, 45, 90 triangle. So we label x square root of 2. Put in your equal sign. And then we have the equation 4 equals x square root of 2. All right, so when we solve for x, we divide both sides by the square root of 2. I'm going to go ahead and flip my equation around. So x equals 4 divided by the square root of 2. Now, there's that radical in the denominator. You have to go ahead and rationalize. And that leaves you with 4 square roots of 2 over 2. And 4 square root of 2 over 2, you can go ahead and reduce the outside numbers, the 4 and 2, which leaves you with 2 square root of 2. That is what x equals. So you go back to your equation, and anywhere there's an x, we know that that is going to be, that is going to be a 2 square root of 2. And then this side is 2 square root of 2. Hypotenuse 4. All right, well, I hope you guys are getting the hang of these. Here we have another 45, 45, 90 triangle. So label it. Your two legs are x's. X square root of 2. Put in your equal sign. Bring your equation down. Let me move this over a little. We have 8 equals x square roots of 2. Solve for x. We're dividing both sides by the square root of 2. So we know that x equals 8 divided by the square root of 2. Rationalize that. Leaving you with 8 square roots of 2 over 2, which you can reduce the 8 and the 2, leaving you with a 4 square root of 2. So that's the value of x. Go back to your triangle and plug that in. This is a 4 square root of 2. Here's another x, so that's 4 square root of 2. And it looks like we already had the hypotenuse, so we are set.